Beware the Night is a nonfiction work. It's a compilation of my cases, my most profound cases, the things that I've worked on over the years, aspects of my life. You know, I like to say my life was boring, but being a cop in New York City for 20 years, it wasn't boring. And I put a lot of police anecdotes in there to try to show the differences and the similarities between primary evil, which comes from the devil, and secondary evil, which is the evil that we as human beings do. The character of Ralph Sarchie in the film is a fictional character. I never murdered anybody. All right? And when Scott had that in the script, I reread it, and I was a little, again, taken aback by it. But I realized that this is a work of fiction based on aspects of my cases and aspects of my life. It has to be interesting. You need, from the little that I know, you need the arc. You know, you have to get a character from this place to that place, and you have to entertain people. And I found that a lot of people, they like to be scared when they're sitting in a movie theater in their own home, because it's fun to be scared when you're safe. When I get a case, the way I handle it is usually I get an initial phone call, or somebody has told me you know, about the case, and I want to always, of course, speak to the people. So they'll call me, and I'll speak to them on the phone. I'll do an initial interview. I'll ask them a few questions. I'll find out what's going on. And if I feel that they're legitimate, you know, they might not be suffering from mental problems, but even people who have mental problems could still be suffering from diabolical activity. So it's a fine line. You really need to pray. You need to be open where you can get the feeling on what you're dealing with. If I feel it's a real case, I'll set up a formal interview where I'll go to the person's house and I do the formal interview, and I'm prepared to actually perform an exorcism in that house if I feel that it is a demonic spirit and it's preternatural in nature. I don't exorcise people. That is only for an ordained clergyman exorcise people. We call them solemn exorcisms. But a minor exorcism in a house, we have permission, the authority from God. Devils are more powerful. Devils can manipulate blessed objects. They could withstand more prayers. They fight. They fight like they don't leave. You really need to battle them in order to make them leave. The lower level ones, even though they are more powerful than us, they'll flee quicker because they can't withstand the prayers and the holiness that you invoke when you mention the name of Jesus and the Blessed Mother. So they run quickly. Devils, they stay, they fight. They hate us, so they fight.